Welcome back to the channel, y'all. Chris, the Camping Texan here. Where in the world is the GeoPro? This week we're set up at Bonham State Park. This is campsite number 13. Well, good morning, y'all. I hope y'all don't mind. We'll take a little walk this morning. It's nice and cool here on October the 11th. Well, y'all, I sure did enjoy my trip over to Cooper Lake State Park, the South Sulphur unit. That was fun. I can't wait to get back out there. Such a large park, too. They had a lot of different camping options, and that lake was beautiful, y'all. But hey, we're here at Bonham State Park. Glad to be back in the CCC park. I love these parks. They have so much character, y'all. So as the story goes, the state purchased this land from the city of Bonham back in 1933. In 3 years' time, the CCC had built this park in the lake, and it opened to the public in 1936. So hey, y'all come and join me, and we'll check out Bonham State Park. Now, y'all, it'd be my pleasure to show you around the campsite. We got 13 this weekend, and let me tell you, you can get any size rig into this campsite, y'all. The driveway, the pad site is huge. Class A fifth wheel, doesn't matter what kind of rig you got, y'all. One of the features that I love about this campsite is how much yard you've got. The green space, you got a lot of room to stretch your legs. You get an excellent view, y'all, of the lake. Although you're not right on top of the lake, you can see it through the trees really well. So that's one of the things that I like about this campsite. Now, the pad site up here at the top of the hill is nice and level. You're not going to have any trouble getting your rig leveled out at all, y'all. It's really fast and easy. You got a gravel top substance here on the driveway. In-ground grill and fire ring, although we have a burn ban this weekend, so we were forced to use the standing grill. But that was okay. We still got a brisket and some fajitas done this weekend, or this week rather. A nice little tree here in the yard. And then you get a prep station, a lantern pole and hook, as well as an aluminum picnic table. There's a lot of space here. Like I said, a lot of room to stretch your legs. I will show you guys one thing about your campsite that you may or may not like. But there are some trails that lead from the tent camping area where people can access a lake through the back of your campsite. So I just want you to be aware of it. It's not a negative, nor is it a positive. It's just there. So I just want you to be aware that if you book this campsite, just to be aware that these trails are there. There's one there, and then also there's one on this side. As far as services go, y'all, 20, 30, 50 amp electric and water. No issues with the services. They all hook up quite nice, so you won't have any issues there. Now, one thing about your yard, y'all, and again, this may bother you or it may not, but as you can see this morning, like people walking through the yard with dogs and stuff like that. I just want you to be prepared that may happen while you're here. Now let's talk about insects. So all we've seen really this weekend, and I apologize for the dogs behind me, the flies really have been all that we've had to battle, and really when we're cooking. So no mosquitoes really to call for, and just some wasps here and there to have to look out for. Under this picnic table, y'all, there's like a little nest under there, but they didn't really bother us. It wasn't really that big of a deal. Let's talk about your services, y'all. AT&T, Verizon have been excellent. 2 bars this weekend. Didn't even put up the cell booster. Satellite TV and on-air TV. Satellite was really good. On-air, we got about 3 channels. NBC, ABC, and the CW. That was about it. If you guys need any supplies while you're out here, y'all, headquarters doesn't have anything other than stickers. They're not going to sell any type of food items. So we drove into Bonham, and there's a Dollar General in town on the square, as well as if you go on 121 across from the high school, you'll see a Walmart, as well as Sonic and other places where you can get ice and groceries and other supplies, gasoline and things like that. Well, if you guys have a large rig, you have a Class A, a fifth wheel, or you just want a campsite that has full hookups, y'all. 1 and 2 here at Bonham State Park offer everything you need and more. 1 is my favorite because of all these trees that offer a lot of shade. But you guys get 20, 30, 50 amp electric, water, sewer, a standing grill, in-ground grill and fire ring, a picnic table with a prep station, and then you get your lantern pole with a double hook. 2 is really nice as well, just not quite as shaded. And then they both offer a great view of the lake, as well as being close to the CCC Park headquarters. Here at Bonham State Park, probably the best 2 campsites for a lake view would be 7 and 8. The only downside to 7 and 8 is they're so close together. So if you could come down with a friend, or maybe you have some family that would like to camp with you, y'all could bring your campers down here together and you could occupy this space. But look at all the green space you guys get around, as well as direct access to the lake. And the view is second to none, y'all. But services, y'all, 20, 30, 50 amp electric and water. Beautiful tree here within the campground. Aluminum picnic table, standing grill, a grill prep station, in-ground grill and fire ring, as well as a lantern pole with a double hook. So the view is amazing. The pad site is amazing. Gravel substance, you can get any size rig in here. Really great. Be great for fishing right from your campsite. But there again, just the only negative is that you're going to be paired up with someone. So just be aware of that if you select one of these sites. Another campsite that you may enjoy over here at Bonham State Park is number 12. Y'all, number 12 has 20, 30, 50 amp electric and water. This is probably one of the most private sites here at the end of the camping area. It's really flat, won't be any issues getting your rig leveled out. The site itself is pretty large, y'all. It's pretty wide. You get a nice size rig in here. But you guys get an aluminum picnic table down here and a standing grill. And they also have a little in-ground grill and fire ring, as well as a prep station. And then you get a double lantern hook and pole there. Great view of the lake. And then several trees and bushes here in the back of the campsite. So number 12, y'all come check it out next time you're out here at Bonham State Park. Well, y'all, here at Bonham State Park, if you would like to do some tent camping on the other side of the RV sites here at Hackberry Hollow, you're going to find some really fine tent sites. They have 20 amp electrical service, as well as a water tap here for you. Really nice tent pad, nice and flat. A lot of shade with trees. And then they have an in-ground grill and fire ring, as well as a lantern pole and hook here, aluminum picnic table, and a standing grill with a prep station. So if you're interested in doing a little tent camping here at the park, they've got you guys covered. And then also over the years, they've worn down little trails here that take you down to the lake. If you guys are part of a large group, or you have a large group like the Scouts, you guys are going to love the group tent camping area here at Bonham State Park, y'all. They have a lot of space here in this field. I'm super impressed with the green space. Throw a frisbee, throw a ball. Your dogs will love it. Your kids are going to love it. You're going to love it. They have in-ground grill and fire ring, y'all, standing grills, aluminum picnic tables, water taps. And then being a CCC park, you get a lot of really cool features out here, like the CCC picnic tables that you'll see out here. So just a really cool space to hang out. The dump station here at Bonham State Park is located just down from your camping loop, y'all. It's a pretty simple dump station, meaning there's not a whole lot to it, but there's only 14 RV sites here. 2 of those are full hookups. So the other 12 have to come through here. So you guys get a dumpster, you get rid of your trash and your gloves. There's no light out here, but there is a non-potable water tap to do your black tank flush if needed. two of those actually. And then you have a single sewer connection here. The driveway is nice and wide. So it's not huge, but it's exactly what Bonham needs. Well, I hope you are enjoying your tour of Bonham State Park. Go ahead and lace up your hiking boots and we will check out the trails. Well, y'all, the first trail we're going to check out this morning is the Boy to Ark Trail. And we're going to take this over here and see if we can locate the CCC pump house where they used to get their water from over here. So let's follow this path down here and see what we can see. Well, just a short hike in, we find ourselves back here by the CCC pump house. It's fenced off now for your safety because it's falling apart. But it's a good example of the craftsmanship that went into structures like this during the 30s. You can see all the really good stonework and then the detail that they've put into this. So very cool. It's not far from the campground, so it's a very quick hike to come and check this out, y'all. And I'll pull back here so y'all can maybe see a little bit over the fence. Well, y'all, just past the group camping area, you'll see features like the stone bridge. These are the features in CCC parks that keep us coming back. We love finding features like this hidden in the woods. These are so cool. And also, just right down from the stone bridge, guys, you're gonna see these picnic tables. These are the very cool stone picnic tables that the CCC built. Remember seeing these like at Davis Mountain State Park. So it's well worth your hike on the Boys to Ark Trail to come and see the cool features like this. Don't leave the Boy to Ark Trail, y'all, before you check out the fireplace. The CCC fireplace and sitting area is so cool. There is so much craftsmanship that went into this. Look at how nice this is. Just so many neat features here at Bonham State Park. So much history. Y'all really got to get out here and check this park out. Well, y'all, we're going to wrap our hike up on the Boys to Ark Trail, and we're going to take the lake loop here and see some pretty sights around the Bonham Lake. So y'all come on and join us on this trail. After coming out of the woods on the Lake Loop Trail, y'all, this is the payoff right here. What a great view of Bonham Lake. And if you're willing to hike in your fishing gear, there's a nice little beach right here that you could sit and do some fishing. Well, y'all, we've made it over here to the Lake Loop rest stop, and this is a great place to bring a picnic or to sit on one of their benches and have a drink of water while you look out at the lake. Maybe you'll spot a duck or two or see somebody out here on a kayak or canoe. It's just a very, very pristine, very beautiful place to sit. We just concluded our hike on the Lake Loop, and that was amazing. It's a lot of fun. It's flat. Guys, you got to check that out. But when you guys get out to the main road here, and you'll have to hike part of the portion of your way back on this main road, you'll see the earthen dam that was put in place by the CCC. Just a great place to stop and reflect, look out across the lake. In fact, there's some people fishing this morning out there on their boat. That's pretty cool, y'all. And then they give you a little bench here that you can just kind of take a rest, take a drink of water, what have you. All right, so we're making our way back to the campground now, and we decided to do the Gnarly Route Trail. So the map shows part of this trail being closed. We'll see how far back we make it, but y'all come and join us. We'll check this trail out. Well, y'all, we decided not to chance taking the entire Gnarly Route Trail. It was going to be 1.6 miles all the way back, and the map is showing a portion of the trail to be closed. So we didn't want to take that chance this morning of having to turn around and come all the way back. But we're taking a short part of the Gnarly Route Trail, and what's cool is you can see how far down you are. What you're seeing right now is the road. So that's pretty cool. So in case you guys were wondering, why do they call this trail Gnarly Route? I think we get a pretty good example here. There are a lot of stray routes everywhere. So if you decide to take this trail, make sure that you're very careful. Well, y'all, your first stop at Bonham State Park should be the headquarters building. I know the sign says permits, but you actually will obtain that at the fee booth out by the main gate. But you've got to check out the architecture and the craftsmanship that went into this facility, y'all. It's just beautiful, just like the windows that they created in this stone wall here. Headquarters is definitely number one on your list when you get here. Come and check this building out. Now, one of the really neat features that I like outside of headquarters is they have a pollinator garden. They have a lot of different plants growing out here in front of the building. So make sure you take a stroll down the sidewalk here and enjoy some of the different plants that they have out here. It's very nice. The landscape, everything's great out here. Everything looks nice. It's everything that you would expect from CCC Park and more. So the squirrels, y'all, I see one running this morning over there. They have so many squirrels. They are well fed. They're big fat squirrels with big bushy tails, and they're not afraid of humans either. They will get up in your space But if you come in late, y'all, this is where you get your maps and things like that. And then, of course, headquarters, they sell patches and stickers, and you can check with those folks. They do not sell bait. So if you plan on fishing, you might want to bring your own bait, or go to Walmart, or find a gas station that sells bait. They can get you connected with that as well here. The ranger offered to give me directions to a gas station where I could get some worms if I wanted them. But here's another fine example of CCC workmanship. That is a water fountain from back in the day. How cool is that? It's situated over here by the day use area, where they have several picnic tables, y'all, and standing grills. And all this is located across from the Gnarly route trail, just right across the road. So a lot of things to do just right here in the headquarters area. And they have water taps out here for you if you need to wash out your pans or whatever, and wash your hands. They've got you covered. There's some trees here for shade. This pavilion is really nice, y'all. Basketball court. Saw several children out here playing basketball yesterday. And then love the covered picnic area. You can sit out here by the lake and enjoy your meal. And of course, for the kiddos, they have a volleyball court as well as a swing set. Several benches out here too, where you can just sit and reflect next to the water. It just really makes this park so peaceful, y'all. Well, let's continue our trip down here, and we will check out the rest of what they have to offer. They have a great swimming area. We were here for 2 days, and let me tell you, y'all, both days there were people out here, the kids and adults alike, out here swimming. This water is great for swimming. Saw a lot of ducks in the water, but you don't have to worry about predators or anything like that. You're good to go out here. People are just having a good old time. This green space, a lot of places for your children to throw a frisbee or a ball or what have you. But y'all, they rent kayaks. They have the kayak shack, which is something we see at a lot of parks. $24 for 2 hours. You can also rent canoes as well as paddle boats. They have a dock here that you could fish from. And then, of course, here's the boathouse where they keep some life jackets and things like that. But on the other side of the boathouse, there's a boat ramp. So it's a single slip. It's not too big. But we saw a guy out here yesterday with a John boat, and he was just out here trolling around. So that could be an option for you guys. The water's down right now. Most of Texas has suffered a drought, so hopefully this 65-acre lake will fill up a little bit more when you visit, and there'll be a little bit more water out here. But it looks pretty good right now overall. But when you're done putting your boat in the water, they have a parking area over here across the road, and I saw a gentleman with his truck and boat trailer. So that's where you would park that. So overall, just a lot of different things to do here at Bonham State Park. If you haven't checked out this small CCC park, please make plans. Put this on your calendar and get out here. It's a really great park, y'all. Now let's talk about your activities, y'all. Now, I love hiking. It's probably one of my favorite things to do to stay in shape. And that's what I look for when I come to a lot of these parks, is what kind of trails do they have. And so the Bodark, I was saying it wrong, y'all. I was saying Bois d'Arc, but I looked it up and it's actually pronounced Bodark. The Bodark Trail is really fun. After you check out the headquarters building, I highly suggest that you take that trail. You're going to see a lot of really cool CCC features. Make sure you check out the picnic tables, the concrete picnic tables that they built with the stonework, as well as the stone bridge and the fireplace. That's a lot of fun. The Lake Loop probably, I guess, ended up being one of my favorites as well. Just some picturesque places to stop and take a break, like the Lookout, and go over and see the earthen dam that the CCC built. Those were probably two of my favorite trails. I'm sorry that I didn't get to do the entire Gnarly route trail. That one looked like it was going to be fun, but unfortunately there's some portions of it that are closed off. Fishing, oh my gosh, guys, bring your gear. And they rent gear here as well. You can get fishing gear from headquarters. And so come out here and do some fishing, y'all. Do some swimming. Bring your kayaks. Everybody had their kayaks out here this weekend. Perfect place, perfect lake to do it. If you've never kayaked before, this is a safe lake to do that, to give it a try, to see if you would like it or not. Swimming, of course, the kids and adults are out there swimming. That's another great activity to do. Just enjoying your campsite. What I noticed is here, everybody's just on, it's like you're on island time. You're just hanging out at your campsite. And unfortunately, we couldn't enjoy a fire because there was a burn ban, but everybody was just sitting in their chairs and just watching the sun go down. And this is that park, y'all. This is that park. Well, y'all had an amazing visit to Bonham State Park. Such a small, quiet park. It's very peaceful. If you're looking for some quiet time, this is a great park to do that in. But y'all, it's time for me to hit the trail. I'm moving over to Eisenhower State Park. So y'all come and join me for that one. We'll be there for 3 days. But hey, listen, if you enjoy the content of this video, give me a thumbs up. Hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when our videos post every Saturday at 6 p.m. To all my current subscribers, guys, you rock so much. I appreciate your support. And my future subscribers, guys, what are you waiting for? I see a lot of cool parks like Bonham State Park. So make sure you subscribe. And remember, I'll see you at the campsite.